This is a good little story to tell. Um, I am really excited to be invited to another women's show. And this is women about being women or being women. And I started thinking and thinking and thinking. It's like, I don't really think about that all that much. But these two are from a long time ago. And I just thought this was sort of a nice all-around thing here. This is the first painting that I showed in Shockbox. I wasn't sure about it. And yeah, it's very old. That's 50 years old when I showed it. And this one here is a companion piece to it. And so I thought, well, that's something, because I always wanted to have hair on my chest. My dad told me that if I ate my bread crust, I'd have hair on my chest, and it always looked like a pretty neat thing to have. I'm glad I don't have hair on my chest, but as a child, I thought that was great. And then later, I would dream of having a beard sometimes, or facial hair. Just, I don't know why. So this is sort of like a belly dancer, and these are imaginary self-portraits in another plane of existence. So this is sort of belly dancing, and then over here is the same belly dancer. And they're both called Alison. So this is Ali here, or Ali. And up here is my cat Milo. He didn't really look like that. I squeezed it all in. And this is done with a crow quill. I'm talking more than I meant to, because I'm talking about these. This is done with a crow quill. A goose quill pen. Was student work for materials and crafts of drawing and painting. And this was done in the same class, and this was an oil painting. So we just did a bunch of, great traditional things. So I thought about those two, and I thought, well, I'm not going to mess with dragging this around without a frame, and I'm not going to get it framed. But at any rate, that's sort of about one of the few things I did about, well, these are the kind of things that you do in your 20s. So I'm going to pause here, because I had a lot of other thoughts. And then I came up with something I thought was good. So then I started thinking, well, what my relationship, I don't really have a relationship of my gender to art. It's like, it's affected by the fact that I am female, but I don't think about it. And I'm a terrible female anyway. I don't vacuum or anything like that. So one thing we do is keep journals. So I thought, well, junk journal, that's fun. And it's like, it's all these things that come through your hands when you're opening packages and cooking and hita. Okay, so I thought, well, that would be something, but it's problematic in display. But then I started thinking about the journals and the passage of time, and women subject matter. We do deal a lot with the passage of time and changes and cycles. So then I thought, oh, what am I thinking? I already put my pandemic journal in the junk journals. I have another one, and it has a lot of emotional content, and I'm going to go back there and talk about it. So I was running around and thinking, and I looked at lint journals, and I said, yeah, I have two, again, that are special, that I am really thankful that I have lady friends now that are artists, and I'm comfortable enough to share these. So this is my journal up to May of 2023. After the not an art fair, I believe. These all start there. Anyway, there. The dates go this way. When my husband died. So I put a tape there to mark it to see if the patterns would be any different. And then this one here starts in the fall of 2023 and goes through this last Not an Art Fair. And I thought about putting that in Shockbox in at the time, but this one, because it's a women's show, this one is in progress. It's not all squished down in there, see? You just really pack them in there to get good color and texture. So there's some more pink coming, into my life. It's not a lot of black, but I was wearing black clothes all year, but I have towels and things that are pink. So anyway, yeah, so this one goes to the last Not an Art Fair, which was, I guess, in May this year, which would be when this is starting. So I would put these two in. I don't want to be known as the lady that keeps her journal in mason jars, though, in the second show. But because it's the ladies from Shockbox, because I wouldn't do this anywhere else, because it just makes me really happy to have somebody that I can share this with. Okay, so. Whew. And then, after wandering around for a while and being really happy about that, so happy I started to cry, and was surprised and thankful again. So then, wandering around, oh, wait, I did something that was specific to the ladies that show at Shockbox, and a lot of these women will be showing here as well. And this one was when I was doing a bunch of neurographic things. And what I decided to do was, we had the show coming up, in No Man's Land at Shockbox. And so I started thinking of the artists that I knew were there as I pushed, I don't know, was that a dime or a nickel around on the page to make the lines and color them in, and then I watercolored them later. So I thought about it, and so this represents the ladies of Shockbox, however, and it looks like a big cat to me too. Just, there's no cat head, there's her chin and sort of arms here and body, and then she's kind of flying through the air, how they put their legs out like that. So it's ladies and cats, and I think that's relevant. And I haven't signed it, and I think this was, is there a date there? I think it was 2021. Nope, 2022. No, it was 2022, the beginning of 2022 when I was doing these. So anyway, I just would like to put in that little one. I'll put it in a frame, and those two jars, and try to make a brief statement of what part of my life what big change in my life those two represent. And I have yet to see how the colors in the jars change. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I got stuff everywhere. Busy. And you call me up and say, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, I washed them, my tea bag pages. This great journal here. Art journal. I learned from just fooling around and watching. This is great. This is a dark journal. And I'll tell you about it. Ask me about how they work. Okay, so this is much longer. I just want to make this 5 minutes. Thank you for looking at this, and I'm going to send a still photograph of this little one of the cat. neurographic after I sign it and put my stamp on it. And then I'll put a frame on that. And I'm going to offer those 2 jars of lint. And I need to get my rubber stamps out and stamp the dates on them and write the months. But that's a good thing to do.